Hello. I just woke up, so um, probably not the best time to film, but I just thought I would quickly update about my creative goals for the month. So the main one is obviously my novel that I've been working on, my new project. So at the start of July, I had no words, and my goal was 2,000 words a day. So if I followed that closely, it would be around 60,000 by the end of the month. Realistically, I knew that wasn't going to happen, but I've still done a really good job up to this point. So I think I'm sitting at about 26 or 7,000 words, and it's the 18th of July, so obviously a little bit less, but I think there have only been 4 days where I haven't written anything, so that's pretty cool. So most days I've been able to get something done, and most days I've been getting close to 2,000, even if I'm not getting exactly 2,000, so that's cool. Yeah, I always start off strong, and then as the month goes on it sort of tapers away, and that happened a lot more this time because I hadn't planned as much. I knew sort of where I wanted the story to go, but I didn't have an actual outline. So yeah, considering that it's been different, but it's been good. And yeah, I have struggled with sort of figuring out what I'm going to write each day, but if I can sort of find one thing to write about, then it can start sort of a flow-on effect, like scene to scene, if that makes sense. But yeah, it has meant that I've really had to dig deep and think, what would these characters do? Like, what would happen next and that sort of thing, or like, what is a challenge that they would face because of their misbeliefs about the world, or like because of the way that they are as people, what would be something that could happen right now that would challenge them. Whoa, there's a lot of cars going past right now, so that's what all the light is, but anyway. Yeah, so that's kind of where that is on my writing. The next thing is my piano. So a couple of weekends ago I was able to get my electric keyboard back from my old flat, and not the one I just moved out of, because it was never there. I didn't have the room. But now I've got my piano back, and I've been playing piano, I've been playing Claire de Lune and other things like that I used to play, that I played at high school and have always sort of played over the years, but trying to get them back to a higher standard now. Also got a book of Studio Ghibli music, and although I don't watch a lot of anime or those, I haven't seen a lot of Studio Ghibli movies, I still think the music from it is beautiful. So yeah, and I really just want to learn a few more like just basic chords for some songs and have a sing. And also I'd like to start writing my own music again. It definitely just comes in waves with my own music, because it depends if I've got something that I feel passionately about, or like the last song that I wrote was like earlier this week, and I was just having a bad day, but then a song came out of it, because I think I've spoken about this before, but like when you're most vulnerable, that can be when your best work comes out, because you're like your guard's down a little bit, you're just like saying what you feel. So yeah, I've written a little something. It's not a groundbreaking, but I think part of my creative journey is learning how to not make everything have to be perfect and the most amazing thing you've ever heard. And like you've probably heard, oh, well, you might have heard of Chappell Roan. She's the next big pop star, whatever, but I have completely fallen under her spell, and I've been listening to a lot of her music, and yeah, definitely not like me to listen to pop music at all, but I just really like her songs, and but I was sort of thinking, like, why are these so good? And it's just because, well, they're relatable, the lyrics are relatable, but it's also like she's not complicating things, she's keeping things really simple. Like, some of her songs are literally just 4 chord songs, like, yeah, and then, you know, lyrics that mean something to her over the top. And so I want to try and do a bit more of that and see how that goes. And yeah, not overthink it and think like, oh, these chords are boring. It's like, well, there might be other songs with those chords, but the lyrics that are coming from your brain are probably different, or, you know, maybe a new take on an old idea, which seems to be the way things go in the creative field. Yeah, so that's kind of the main things. I think that I need to think about songwriting as more of a poetry exercise as well. So I'm hopefully going to go along to a poetry evening in a few weeks at a local library and listen to some other people, and sort of, yeah, I think that will be a really cool way of just viewing words in general, and yeah, not being so caught up in turning them into a song, just like enjoying the words as they are. So that would be really cool. Yeah, I think that's kind of it. Like, I've always been someone that does sort of like crafty things, but, you know, like paper crafty things, and I have done a bit of that, not really recently, but like since moving into this flat, but it's not something that I really want to focus on right now. But yeah, yeah, I sat down and played piano for an hour non-stop today, which was crazy because I'm someone that does have a very low attention span. Like, even with my writing, I can't write for more than like 20 minutes and I have to do something else. So that was big. So hopefully I can just build on that and take it easy on myself as well. At the same time, not hold that as the new standard, because whoa. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I guess I'll try and make a few more YouTube videos and things. Yeah, I did publish a video the other day and I deleted it, so, you know, you gotta be quick around here. Sometimes my videos disappear because I realise that maybe they're a bit too personal or saying a bit too much, or I don't know, just, yeah, so, but I've been having problems with my camera. Like, it won't turn on without being plugged into a charger, and yeah, it's very annoying. So like right now I've got the the extension cord and then the charger plugged in, and then the camera's like balanced on top. It's just like, and I got a new battery, but yeah, the camera's not that old. It's only like 6 years old. Maybe that's old in technology terms, but it doesn't feel old to me. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do, because like, if it won't charge or like stay charged without the battery being connected, it's like really hard to make more interesting videos. Not that I'm gonna go out and like make a movie or anything, but like, it would be nice to not have to sit in one spot, and yeah. So I have to think about whether I'm gonna try and get this camera fixed, or whether I'm gonna like just suck it up and buy a new camera. But I don't know. Anyway, yeah, let me know if you've been working on anything creative. As always, I like hearing about these things, and thanks for watching.